Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Wednesday afternoon before the United States 4th of July holiday. Stocks stopped trading at midday today. It was only half a day trading on the stock market. But you know what doesn't stop trading? This. Yes, crypto keeps trading whether you like it or not. That's right, whether you like it or not. So, more dips. Yes, the dump is the word of the day. So my video this morning did talk about this dump down below 12 cents that we had. And now we're testing down even further, which of course means more liquidations going on. And I'll show you some of those. A lot of greedy bastards trying to get some leverage plays in, and they just drop it further and take them out too. More millions of dollars. So yeah, not great, but we're here. So glad you could join in. And we'll talk about things going on with Dogecoin and a little bit of SHIB news as well. And then story time, we've got another celebrity token. So those that are memeing with celebrities, be careful out there. Definitely be careful out there. And we wait, right? It's the summertime. We're right in the middle of it now. And it's looking a lot like summer was last year. Very similar. And we got to wait it out. We got to wait it out. But I think, there's always some bright spots on the horizon. And we will see how that goes. But for now, we've got further dump happening, more leverage positions being liquidated. And we hold on. So we'll get to the charts. Let me drop down in the corner here. And here is Dogecoin at 1177 right now. So lower than it was when I made my video earlier today, which was the dump video. So now we are streaming and it's called further dump because everything is pretty much further dumping. But when you zoom out, you look at the daily, we are still within our wedge. This is the wedge that I've had, and we're right here, still within the wedge. This was my monthly price prediction for Dogecoin for the month of July, which included a dip down here, which I didn't think was going to happen until next week, but it's happening this week. But it's not like I didn't forecast it. I did. I absolutely forecasted this, and it's playing out. I mean, it's playing out. So with the dump accelerated a little bit from my prediction, what does that mean for the rest of the month? Will we see a little revenge rally come up next week? Looks like the ETH ETF may be more toward the 15th or 16th of July. So this rally may be a little bit further to the right. So we got a whole week we got to suffer through. A whole week to suffer through. But this was expected. Again, for you guys that have been following me, I do try and keep it real here on this channel. And I'm not going to tell you Dogecoin's going to the moon today or tomorrow, and most likely not this month, as you saw in my July price prediction video. Oh, but Chris, he's so conservative. And then there's some of you who are total yeah, Dogecoin's going to 8 cents. And I'm like, I'm not that either. So it's one or the other, right? It's either going to pump or it's going to dump. And I'm just like, well, we got a little dump going on, but it was pretty much as expected here. So that's what we got going on. That's what we got going on. And for Bitcoin back below 60K. It has now fallen below my projected rising support line, which was targeting a Bitcoin price of 65, almost 66,000 here by the end of next week. That was my target right there for Bitcoin. Doesn't mean it couldn't still make it. It could still turn around and get back up to that point, but not there yet. Yeah, Rocky, we'll talk about Bitcoin and the influence Bitcoin has on this. But overall, I mean, Bitcoin is not crashing. I mean, look, here's the daily chart. And, you know, this was the larger reverse head and shoulders pattern that we had playing out. And we just have still this negative July FUD news, Germany, United States, ETFs. Looks like Grayscale selling again yesterday and probably today as well, weighing down on Bitcoin. And what we had in gains on the Bitcoin dominance has just kind of, I mean, decrease in the Bitcoin dominance, altcoins having gains here that we saw earlier this week. But Bitcoin's just kind of flattening out here on the Bitcoin dominance chart. So it's not time for altcoins to run just yet. So, so that's my intro. Let me get to the chat and what's going on, and then we'll get to the news, okay? We will do that. First, though, for those who have the day off tomorrow, a holiday in the United States, I say cheers. Got a nice cold beer here to get through the stream with. So cheers. Cheers, cheers. Ryan, welcome. Greetings. Yep, you're right down I-95 from me. Not too far. Yes, this is the further dump operculum and is, yes, a frowny face. I agree with the frowny face and the sadness. Yes. Buying on the dips. Somebody's buying. I'll show you that in the news story. Somebody's buying a lot of crypto today on the dips. We'll look at that. Super sale today. Tomorrow's your payday, Joe. Well, maybe they'll still be low or even a little lower tomorrow. We shall see. This is why I loaded up the bank before I left. Rocky's looking to 10 cents. I'm not thinking that low. Matt, it sounds like you know what the peak is for your DCA portfolio selling, but then it sounds like you don't want when you talk about taking profits at 35 cents. So that's two different things. So let's look at that, Matt. Two different things there. Let me get this. So this is correct here. So 35 cents is this blue line here. This is this blue line up here. And this is on the Dogecoin chart. And that goes back over here to August of 2021 after the big dump of May and June of 2021 for Dogecoin. Dogecoin traded up and it hit 35 cents. So 35 cents is that strong resistance. Dogecoin gets above that 35 cent line. It's time, a signal to me to begin to take profits, not selling all of my Dogecoin, but that is my first target where I'm going to take a little off the top, 5%, 10%, something like that. That's all that is. The overall Kriss Pax DCA portfolio, which is this, still over $20,000. So it's still double what I put in 10,000, and even with this big pullback, it's still up 109%. So still double the price. But this is what I'm selling, is all of these other cryptos here at the top of the bull market, or what we think will be the top of the bull market. Don't know when that's going to be yet, but that isn't the same as Dogecoin's 35-cent price. That's just me when I'm going to start layering and taking profits on some of my Dogecoin. That's all that is. I hope it gets there. I mean, right now the chart's not looking great, but again, we've got this big giant wedge here, and we have seen this wedge before. We had it from December to the end of last year to February this year. We had this purple wedge here, broke out, and then we had this other wedge from last summer that broke out. So this is just a much bigger wedge here that we got forming. So that's what we're watching for, this eventual breakout, which may be August, late August, maybe into September timeframe. And we just have to let that play out for the rest of that summer. We have to let that play out. And here's how that looks on the daily chart. Again, for Doge in the wedge. You can almost say we've been going sideways since the 18th of June here. Again, this is this 12.5-cent line, the blue line that seemed to be this magnet that was just pulling Dogecoin to that. And we could see Dogecoin turn around and go right back up to 12.5 cents. So we'll see about that. Good morning, Blue Horse. Shouldn't have checked your phone, but here you are. Fix yourself some coffee. Strap in. Yeah, crypto never sleeps. Las Vegas is a strange city. Been there many times. Strange city. That's for sure. Matt, I think I'm selling when the Kriss portfolio sells. Oh, and as a reminder, again, I'm not selling the Dogecoin out of the portfolio. I'm selling everything else, but I'm not selling the Doge. This is the Doge I'm giving away, is the Doge there. So not selling everything. You ever watch Grow My Bag? He was talking about SHIB having utility. Well, sure, SHIB has utility if you're in that SHIB ecosystem and you use Shiba Swap or Shibarium, but nobody else is using it. It's just everybody who's already in that community, in that system. At least right now, that's how it is. So not a lot happening, really. A reminder, smash the likes, guys. Thoughts on Jasmine from Fondue Edge? A lot of profit taking. Jasmine's been coming down 2.5 cents now. So Jasmine is back where it was here on the 26th of May, right after the first bull flag. We had 3 consecutive bull flags. Jasmine has now retraced all the way down to where it was after that first bull flag. So yeah, that's a tough retrace on Jasmine. Of course, right? Well, why didn't you take profits up here? Well, again, if you're listening to me, I'm in the longer term, right? Buy and hold for longer term and looking for the rest of the bull market to play out, still following the 4-year cycles, of which I think Jasmine is going to go a lot higher. So selling up here at 4 cents, that's not how I've been playing the crypto market at this time. Not playing that game of swing trading, because you didn't know back here, back at the beginning of June, that we were going to have this big sell-off. Nobody knew that. So here we are, right? Just doing the best we can, looking forward from here. And I'm like, I'm not selling now. So that's what you have to ask yourself. So Weiju, who sold at like, back here at 11 or 11.7 or 11.8, well, we're right back. So if he wants to buy back in, he can buy back in now. He was feeling bad about it, but I did put all my vacation money on Doge when it was 11 cents. All right, Vigard. Yeah, I know, Ina. Sorry. But, I mean, bills got to be paid. I get it. Yeah, there's shorting going on. Eventually, the prices are going to spike up and they're going to take out those shorts. Not happening right now, though. Fire sale with some alts. Buying opportunity. Some still think the market's still going to go lower. Another request to give a like on the stream. Appreciate that. Give a like, get more people coming in, get it out in the YouTube algorithm that we're talking about. The crypto market dumping again. Very exciting. Not. But do give a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Yep, I did. I called it. But I didn't think it was going to happen till next week. This isn't the time to sell. Small bump will be going up soon. What about the rest of the year? Again, my price prediction video from the 1st of January is still in play. Hasn't changed. Good buying opportunities. Tesla had a great day today. Look at the Tesla. Up to $246. And in aftermarket, it's up to $247 now. So Tesla's doing very well. I mean, the stock market was the place to be the last couple months. All-time highs again for the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. And some stocks, like Tesla, have just been on a roll. It's usually those big caps that carry most of the stock market, but there's money to be made. You need a medic? Yeah, this is not great. Not great at the moment. But we'll see if we get a recovery. People are hurt. Cashing out. There's a lot of disinterest too. It's summertime. People doing other stuff. Ryan, Sam Adams summer ales. Those are nice. Nancy buying more NVIDIA. She was buying like calls, I remember, last winter. So she knew something was going on. How much did that 20 grand account go up to? question. We can look at it. And we can see here's the history right here. And let's say all. Looks like at its peak was March 27th, and it was over $30,000. March 30th, 30,600. So that was the peak. March 30th, 30,600. So that was up 200%. And now we've fallen back. We're up 100%. It's going to go much higher. This is a pullback. It's a big pullback, but it's a pullback. But look where we started. And our performance of our portfolio is still doing better than Bitcoin. We have a little bit of Bitcoin in the portfolio as well, but our other picks, particularly Jasmy and Render, big parts of the portfolio, are outperforming Bitcoin. So that's what's going on there. You're down 35% on Doge overall. It'll come back. This is a pullback. We talked about pullbacks. It was expected. This is more than I thought it would be. I believe that. I admit that. When am I selling all of my Doge? Never. I'm never selling all of my Doge. I will sell some, layering out profits. We'll talk about that in the fall, how that's going to work. It's too early right now to be talking about that, especially on a day like today. Way too early to be talking about that. You took 50% of your Jasmy profits at 4 cents. Well, Hiram, good. That was a good play. You probably weren't too sure about it at the time, but that's looking like a pretty good play. Now, what did you do with those profits, though? Did you immediately put it into some other coin that you're down on, or you've been holding on to it so you can rebuy Jasmy back at a lower price? If you just took that and put it into something else, that probably went down. I mean, everything has gone down. So hopefully, though, not as much as Jasmy. So you're still up on the deal. Upper 10 cents might be possible, CDM. I'm still holding 11.5 as my support, but it's not looking great right now. If Biden resigns, this could have a big market impact. That's the rumor today. I don't think that would affect crypto that much. I really don't. I mean, the stock market may get jolted because of that news, but not as much on the crypto side, I think. You're contrarian when everyone is bearish. I mean, I'm bullish. I'm very bullish right now. And the outlook is still great. The 4-year cycles are still in play. Nothing has changed. I still believe in increased liquidity in the fall, interest rates coming down, presidential election. All of that is still to play out this cycle. And so everybody getting freaked out about this pullback, it's not the end of the world. Now, again, there's no guarantees that this fall we're going to see this big run, but that's what many are predicting, including yours truly. Hey, Armando. Most of your crypto assets are down 15 to 20, but you're up on Doge. Yeah, some of my cryptos have gone into the negative now. I used to only have one or two that were down, and now it's about 4 or 5. Still positive on most things, though. Still up on most. Looking forward to us talking about profit taking this fall. Yep. I can't wait. Let's just get through the summer already, huh? You're welcome, Rocky. Have a good one. Enjoy the 4th. Yeah, a lot of people buy on the way down. When there's blood in the market, right? That's the time to buy. But sometimes it just dips a little further. You're never going to hit the bottom. You don't know. Is this the bottom right here at 1166 right there earlier today? Is that the bottom and now it's going to go up from there? Don't know. Might be. Jazzy average is now 0.012. You're still up. We'll probably rebuy. There you go. We'll see how that all plays out, Davey boy. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced yet. Kriss is like John Adams to the Bears, obnoxious and disliked. Right. Bears are in control right now, that's for sure. Not great at the moment. We have to trust the process. So, I mean, liquidations, right? I mean, look at this over the past 24 hours. Now, $48 million of ETH, $48 million of Bitcoin, Doge, $2.75 million liquidated. And there was just one earlier this afternoon on Doge at $294,000. One bet, one trade, a $294,000 leveraged long that got taken out on Binance at 11.68. Now you look at the chart and you're like, well, Doge didn't hit 11.68. Well, it did. This one wick right there. That one wick went right down. You don't see it. It's right under the volume bar there. But that wick went right down, took out that Doge leveraged long at 11.68, and then came right back up. That is not a coincidence, guys. That's not a coincidence. After this drop, somebody probably entered a leveraged long position on Doge, thinking that Doge was going to come right back up, and they bet. What was that? $294,000 on that trade. And now it's worth 0. Leverage trading. We had Bonk, we had ETH, we had Pepe. Again, all over $100,000 trades gone. And the largest one we just had right before I started my stream was a Bitcoin $600,000 leveraged long, liquidated at a price of $59,576. People are going to keep doing it, though. They're just going to keep doing it. And the exchanges see it. They see your bets. They know what your levels are to take out. We saw that on Doge today, this afternoon. The price went right down to that point to take out that $300,000 Dogecoin trade, and then came right back up. It's not a coincidence. Someday, this thing is going to take out and it's going to wipe out all the shorts. But right now, the shorts are winning. The bears are winning. And that's where we are. But again, you zoom out and you're like, this is just, we're still in this range right here. It looks bad when you're zoomed in. It looks bad on your portfolio, but we were lower on the 18th of June. We were lower on the 24th of June. We're not as low right now as we were just the last 2 weeks. This is sideways trading here. And the volatility that you see in it is just taking out those leverage traders. Those traders that are betting the market has turned around and they're putting big money in. And the exchanges are liquidating them because they don't want you to win. That's why I don't leverage trade. Not in that game. DCA, buy and hold, wait for the cycle to play out, and then take my profits. That's how I'm playing this cycle. So what's going on in the news? Not great. Dogecoin decreases more than 3% within 24 hours. Not great. Trading volume has fallen. It is summertime. That's true. Dogecoin and SHIB, massive migration of larger holders. What's going on? Well, that's more on the Dogecoin side. We've had a drop in the number of addresses holding over 1 million Doge, potentially signaling a shift in the market dynamics. I don't know, Ina. There could have been a word in there which is on my naughty list. I have a list of words that automatically comments get deleted if certain words are used. Could have been one of those. I don't know. That's on the Google side. So I'm not sure what you said. Maybe choose some different language. Yeah, Ryan, I have a naughty list. You gotta moderate these comments. So you set up a naughty list. Level 4, right? Level 4. Ah, that's it. Yes. SCAM, scam. That's a naughty word. Yep. That's a naughty word. So that's what it was. It was that word. Yeah, somebody has created an Instagram account using my name and likeness. It's not me. It's not me. So be careful. I reported it, but I mean, that doesn't do anything. So be careful. They were just reposting. When I looked at it the other day, they were just reposting some of my posts from X Twitter, but they must have taken it a step further and Yeah. Be careful. It's not me. I am not on Instagram. I am not on any other social media platform except X Twitter. So be careful out there. I'm sorry, Ina. That's indeed what happened. Which of course leads to story time. We'll just do it now. So Sydney Sweeney. Yes, Sydney Sweeney falls victim to hack. X account used to promote a Solana scam coin. On Tuesday, Sydney Sweeney was the most recent victim of a social media hack, as her X account was hacked to advertise a fake Solana-based meme coin. This event comes after similar celebrity attacks, all aimed at promoting questionable cryptocurrency tokens. 50 Cent, Hulk Hogan. Of course, we saw a number of others that seem to have actually partnered with Sahil and created coins only to have them get taken out. For those who don't know who Sydney Sweeney is, here's some photographs of Miss Sweeney, young actress. How these hackers get a hold of these X accounts, I don't know. This isn't the work of Sahil, though. This is some anonymous person who hacked the Sydney Sweeney account and created this Sweeney token, and the token went up to about a $10 million market cap in less than 2 hours, and then suffered a roughly 90% decline in value. The Sydney Sweeney account is now back in control of Sydney's team. So all of that garbage was deleted and taken out. So Sydney has her account back. But still, you guys should know not to fall for that stuff. And likewise, I don't know what I can do about someone stealing my name and likeness and putting it out on Instagram. I've notified Instagram, but it doesn't seem to go anywhere on that platform. But I am not there. So yeah, unfortunate that happens. A lot of bad actors out there. So be careful. Be careful out there. Yeah, Mount Gox is still out there, Blue Horse. Again, that's the big FUD out there that seems to be real. We don't know like when those coins are actually going to get distributed to holders and when holders actually sell. I'm waiting for a strong alternative season to start scaling out. Me too, Charles. Me too. I'm in the same boat as you, playing the same game, just waiting right now. So yes, this is a bit painful. Seeing this pullback, these prices. Because I'm all in. I do not have cash sitting on the sidelines. It's all in. So personally, I don't want dips. I'm not buying it. I'm all in. Now later this month, I'll have my July money come in from my side businesses, and I'll have some capital in 3 weeks time. But it's almost getting to the point now where do I keep buying more? I'd rather just have the prices go up. to see more dips. Okay, the dips are okay. I'm good. I'm good. Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go. Alt season's coming. We gotta wait. Gotta wait. This happened last time before election. Yep, 4-year cycles. It's the summer before. It's the same thing as 2020 playing out. We gotta wait. Hey, Volks, how are you? Something needs to happen. The economy is getting ridiculous. It is. We'll see, real. We'll see. Well, thanks for bringing to my attention about Instagram. Appreciate it. Yeah, I looked at the account. It looks like me, but it's not. Just keep buying. And all in. Let's go. That's right, Blue Horse. Let's go. Putting the Bugatti pre-order on hold. Yeah. We talk about cars here, and I'm just like, I can't talk about cars right now. I really can't. It's just like, let's let the whole thing play out, and then I can talk. I mean, I guess we could dream, right? We can dream about what car we would want to buy, right? With our millions, right? We're going to make in this crypto market here, right? But maybe it's too soon for that. Maybe it's too soon for that. About 10 years ago, the car I really wanted was the Ferrari California. I saw one. It was yellow. It wasn't a red one. It was a yellow one. Ferrari California convertible. That car looked so great. I was like, yes. When I'm rich, that's the car I want, is that Ferrari California. Well, they don't make the Californias anymore. They now have some other name for it. Still looks like a good car. I don't know if I'm going to buy a 10-year-old Ferrari. I'd rather have a new one. But that's the kind of thing I have my eye on. Something like that. But that's after I do my real estate investment, which is my main goal. And then after that, we'll see about cars. But that all depends on how high does all of this really go and what kind of profits. The Portofino, right, Blue Horse. That's it, the Portofino. Thank you. So that's the car I have my eye on, is the Portofino. That would be a sweet car. How about you guys? You have any favorite cars you want to buy with your crypto profits? I mean, here we are down in a dip right now, but it's what we got. Yeah, the Portofino. That's a nice looking car. And today would be a beautiful day to be driving that around. A beautiful day. The September rate cut. And you know, Damien, that's what I've been talking about for months. Like 6 months ago, I said, it's not happening in June. It's probably September. And yet everyone's going to get all freaked out the end of July when there's not a rate cut. And it's just like, guys, relax. Give it one more round. You got to make money. Don't hold that back. And that's going to be the story we're going to talk about this fall. That's exactly what the story is going to be. A Model 3. Ryan's not going to go crazy. Not going to go crazy. You're going to roll profits into the next bull cycle? Yeah, but Hugh, and I won't say your whole name, Hugh, watch out for the bear. If 2026 is a big bear market and you're not taking profits in 2025, this is the lesson I learned last cycle. We did the math on Monday where I was up $350,000 and I didn't take any profit. So this cycle, I'm taking the profit and I'm not going to hold all my crypto all through 2026. That's my plan, though. You've already got 7 or 8 cars in your garage. Sweet. Folks looking at a second house, vacation home. Now, you can't say should have because we didn't know when Doge hit 22, we didn't know that that was going to be the high for the spring. And we would have this pullback back to 11. We didn't know that. So try not to think about woulda, coulda, shoulda. I mean, I should have sold Jasmine at 4. Now it's down to 2.5. No, I'm in the long play through the cycle. Good times still to come. I will check your cars out, Harris. Very curious what you've got. You've got a BMW 128i. Did you want to sell? Classic Ford GT Falcon, black, obviously. Nice, Mike. Nice. Hey, we all have dreams, right? Yeah, crypto summer is bad. Now, at the beginning of the year, I was talking about a pullback happening post-halving, most likely in May. But then I thought the market was going to recover a bit, and then June, July, and August would be a little bit higher. I thought the big, like the Bitcoin miner capitulation was going to happen in May. Instead, we had late April, we had those World War III fears, some recovery in May, and then in June, we had the big pullback from the miners. So it didn't quite play out like I thought it would. I knew it would be down from where we were in March, but now it's down a little more. But again, I'm in it for the longer play. I'm not doing the swing trading and all of that. So we let it play out. We let it play out. You want to sell the 128i? Tough economy. People don't have the money. That's right. At the moment, that's right. Now we'll see what happens this fall. I think you'll have a better chance this fall. Koenigsegg, $13 million in Singapore. $13 million. I mean, cryptocurrency would have to go wild to get up to 13 million. And even then, I wouldn't buy one of those. Yep, folks, long on Doge and Jasmine. People take money out of market and travel will pump September to December. I mean, I'm with you. I'm with you there. Do they, does Singapore put a big tax if you ship a car? Like if you buy it somewhere else and you ship it there, and then maybe they charge you a big tax They might do that. But that's what I would do, right? Go buy it somewhere else and then ship it. Bibbles is a bear down to 10 cents. But Tiendo's asking, will Doge dip to 10? My support line is still 11.5. I'm with Damien here. Not sure we'll see 10. I mean, if Bitcoin goes down to 50K, yeah, we'll see 10-cent Doge then. Zooming out and looking at the daily, I mean, this is our big support line right there at 11.5. We've dipped down. We've hit it twice already on those wicks. 18th of June, 24th of June. So that support line is still in play with the larger wedge still in formation. If Doge breaks below 11.5 and it goes down, we do not see support until about 10.3, which would be the high that we had back here December 9th, 2023. So that's at 10.3 cents. Ouch. We do not want to revisit that. Bitcoin's at 59.7. The lowest Bitcoin has gone was on this reverse head and shoulders at 57K right there. If Bitcoin breaks that, the next target would be like 52.5, where it was mid-February right there, 52.5. If Bitcoin broke down to 52.5, yeah, we would see 10-cent Doge. Let's not do that, okay? I don't want to, even for those of you that are waiting for lower prices to buy more, I'm sorry. Just like, no. Please, no. Let's turn this around and let's get back up. I'll feel much better when Doge is happily back above 12.5 cents. Again, that's how I saw the rest of the month playing out here in white. It's exactly that. It's a 340% tax on cars. Oh my God. How do people afford to live in Singapore? Is that like the most expensive country in the world? It must be. You think Doge going to 8? And I won't talk about Elon like that. Elon's not scamming anybody. People who believe that are just, come on, be real. He's not scamming. He just has the interests. And what he does is just, he's having fun. He's not scamming. We just had some liquidations. Did you hear that? Bitcoin and ETH. ETH at 32.50. Just took out a $3.9 million trade. You want to know why the prices are going down? It's because somebody put a $3.9 million trade leveraged on ETH with a liquidation price of 32.50. So what did Ethereum do? it drops to 32.50 right there to take it out. I mean, that's what it is right there. You can't blame Elon for that. You can't blame anyone else for that except for whoever that guy was who made that bet. $3.9 million with a liquidation price of 32.50. And guess what ETH just hit? 32.50. That's what this is about, guys. That's exactly what this is about. Came out, came down, took out that $3.9 million leveraged trade. Wiped it out. There you go. I mean, just happened. That's what this is about. Wow. Yeah, and Dogecoin is still a top 10 cryptocurrency. At number 9, solidly here. Maybe the last chance to stack, Flowfinder says. Elon did not buy X or Twitter to steal your info. No. Come on. He did not. He's a billionaire. He doesn't care about your information. Everyone says they will buy the dip, but I remember when Bitcoin was at 16K in December 22, and everyone was so bearish waiting on 10K. That's true. It's amazing what happens, right? And what people say, right? So let's go to the 2-hour chart here, right? Doge is up here at 13 cents, 12.5 cents, trading around, and it says, well, I'll buy in at 11. And it goes down to 11, but they still don't buy. They said, well, I'm going to wait till 10 now, right? I'm going to wait till 10. And then if it goes down to 10, they're going to be like, no, it's going to drop to 8 now. So I'm going to buy in at 8. And they never actually buy. It's just like, yep, the house always wins, especially on that leverage stuff. Oh my God. Bitcoin just went down to 59,249 and took out a $293,000 leveraged long trade. They see what these are. And it doesn't help anything else. Tesla stock moves down when the company's doing great and people are in the hole. Did you see Tesla stock? Did you see it? It went up to $246 today. I mean, Tesla stock is trading very well right now. So sorry, Mr. Real, but right now, you're not correct. Yeah, that was pre-split though, real. You have to look at the splits, the stock splits that happened. That $800 got split, went all the way down, and then Tesla has traded back up. So, after split. Well, this chart shows after split. And there's no $800. 2019? No. The highest it got 2019 post-split is $60. Here it is on the chart. This is the chart, the trading chart of Tesla. Here's 2019 right there. If you bought any Tesla stock in 2019, you are way up holding today. You're way up. Now, if you bought in November of 2021, then you're down. But not that much. That's the chart. So use your tools. Do your research. That's all I got to say about that. What else is going on? 3 reasons Dogecoin's price is falling on Wednesday. One in my book is leverage, taking out leverage longs. We just saw that happen with ETH, $4 million taken out, right? We've got Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going down, selling by the country of Germany, selling the United States, grayscale ETFs, selling, sell. That means price goes down. For Doge, we do have competition from other meme coins. It's the biggest thing in this sector. So many other memes. I mean, before Sheeb, there really wasn't a lot. I mean, Safe Moon was going on in 2021. There were a few others at that time. That's kind of when all of that kind of started. And since then, it's just been more memes and more memes and more memes. And that does take away money from Dogecoin. It does. I've heard of people selling Dogecoin to go buy Pepe or others. In late 2021, it was selling Doge to buy Sheeb. So we saw Doge's price go down because they were rotating it into Sheeb. There was a lot of that going on. So yeah, competition from other meme coins does hurt the price of Dogecoin. Crypto fear and greed index has slipped. That's all because of Bitcoin. There is this Dogecoin death cross. So if you start hearing about the death cross for Doge, yeah, you go to the daily and you look at the 50-day moving average, which is this blue line, and then the 200-day moving average, which is the white line. When those cross over, that would be a death cross. We'd rather not that happen. In order for that to not happen, Doge needs to get back up above 13 cents here. Get back above 13 cents. That's where the 200 SMA is now at about 12.95. So Doge needs to get back up there. Bitcoin is still over 50% of the crypto market, though. So as Bitcoin goes, so goes most of crypto. And the same thing happens in stocks. Stock trading, there's red days and there's green days. When there's a big red day in the stock market, right? 90% of the stocks go down. Not because of anything of their particular stock and the company is still profitable, it's doing well. It's just that's the way markets move. So when Bitcoin goes up, so goes other cryptos. Same happens when Bitcoin goes down. It's just like the stock market. They're just markets. That's the dynamics of market trading. Happens in stock market all the time. So crypto's no different. So when was the last death cross, you ask? Because somebody's going to ask, when was the last death cross, Chris? Well, I have it on my chart, of course. It's right here. The last death cross happened right here, circled in red, right there. On March 26th, 2023, we had a death cross. And what happened right after that death cross in Doge? Doge spiked up. At that time, Doge was trading at about 7.5 cents. It spiked up to 10.5 cents. Had another spike up to about 9.5 cents before eventually trading down into the summer. June kind of went sideways, but look at July. Dogecoin in July of 2023 actually traded up. So that would be from July 1st at about 6.6 cents. And by the end of the month, it was up to 7.9 cents. That's a 20% gain. So yeah, that was the last death cross right there, Ryan. For Doge, was right there. March. So again, I don't believe in those things because the cross is just of what has happened in the trading up to then. It doesn't mean anything about trading in the future. And we can see with Doge, it wasn't a huge deal because Doge eventually had a golden cross right there on November 21st. It was the golden cross, and Doge took off from there. So now, here we are. We're getting close to death cross, but it's not going to be for a while. Again, if Doge has a 20% gain in the month of July, like we did last year, let's see what that would mean. A 20% gain would be about 14.5 cents. 14.5 cents. So if Doge can repeat this year what Doge did last year for July, by the end of the month, it should be up to about 14.5 cents. We'll see. We'll see if that plays out. We just had another liquidation happen. Somebody was shorting Bitcoin and they got wiped out on a short. $261,000 on a short. Oh, degens. There are degens out there, I'm telling you, with a lot of money. $59,771. So somebody just shorted Dogecoin or Bitcoin from 59.5, and they had a liquidation price at 59,770, and it just took it out. Degens, I tell you. I want to see them take out more of those shorts. That's what I want to see. Liquidate the shorts. Come on, keep going. There's got to be more big shorts up there. Liquidate them. I dare you. Come on, Binance. Zach just bought 5,000 Doge today. now have 75,000, average price of 8 cents. Nice. Jose's portfolio is down about 5K. We need a big comeback. I think it's going to come. I think it's going to come. I know Jay Vanderbeek. Dollar Doge, all of that talk, too soon. Too early to be talking about dollar Doge. Doge will need a big catalyst, some big thing, like Elon saying something about crypto on X, right? That would cause it to spike big time. Start accepting it as payment for a Tesla car. That would be huge. Then we can start talking about dollar Doge. But until anything like that happens, nope. What's up, Jason? How are you? We're hanging. We're hanging right now, trying to stay out of trouble. We did talk a little bit ago about what we would be spending our Dogecoin profits on. Somebody had some nice cars. Somebody had a vacation home. I mean, you got to talk about something when there's dumping going on, right? Because eventually it's going to turn around. Yeah, Zena, the economy has been flashing recession quarter after quarter after quarter. And the administration manipulates things just enough. So the economy is not officially in a recession, although we've been in a recession for the past year. It's just not been officially called one. I mean, we know it every time we go to the grocery store. We know what the prices are. We know how much food costs when you go out to a restaurant now, even fast food. All the prices are up. Now they're trying to do specific deals, right? The $5 deal here, and you have to buy exactly that. Because as soon as you go off that $5 menu, you're paying $15. It's crazy. Wages have not kept up with prices. They manipulate the gasoline price by letting more oil out of the reserves, right? So there's not that scarcity in oil. So they do things like that. But yeah, the price of everything generally, though, is up. And you see it in the stock market. People are starting to be a little more reasonable in what they're spending money on. There'll be less vacations. There'll be less luxury items being sold. We already see a lot of that happening. But we're not officially in a recession. If they officially called it, it might tank everything. Yeah. That would hit the stock market. Absolutely. The stock market would take the big hit there. But today, what did we have? S&P 500, new all-time high. NASDAQ, new all-time high. Today, it's like, economy? What economy? Stocks are doing great. But the stock market is the playground of the elite and the rich, right? Recession, bad economy doesn't hurt them that much. So they can still go play with their companies and do all their VC stuff and play with AI and robots and all of those things in the future. While the common person on the streets is hurting. That is going on. Yes. And most of us are here investing in cryptocurrency just to give us that chance, give us that little bit of chance to rise above the norm. That's all we want. We don't need Lambos and Bugattis and all of that, right? We don't need that. We don't talk about that on this channel, except for Blue Horse and whatever that crazy car is that he wants to spend $13 million on. Right? No, we just want to get a little bit above, right? So we're not going paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. That's what we want. And cryptocurrency can give us that little bit of chance, that little bit of hope. But the degens out there who are trading with leverage are messing up the party. But that's just where we are this summer. And we're going to break out of this eventually. Again, I've got my nice big wedge here. We're going to break out of the wedge, and the prices are going to go much higher. And as I've been saying, day after day, week after week, month after month, you've heard me saying it, it's not going to be this summer. And you guys have been here on these live streams from 3, 4, 5 months ago. You've heard me say fall of 2024. That's what we're looking for. We just got to survive the summer. Survive the summer. So that's the message, and that has not changed. So when I make a July price prediction of Doge and it's only 13 cents at the end of the month, when someone says, Kriss, you're way too conservative, I'm like, this is what's going on. I would like Doge to be higher than that, certainly. And if it can get up to 14.5 cents, it'd be a 20% gain for the month. Awesome. 14.5 cents, I'll take it. And that would be a repeat of what Dogecoin did last year. But right now, it's not looking that way. X-Twitter only has 31 out of 50 state money transmitter licenses for X payments. It's not all going to happen in July. Hopefully next month. Yeah, August could be exciting, but not July. It's just not looking like that right now. Up and down, that's the name of the game. Yeah, Jay. I hope Elon implements Doge payments into X. I know, that's the thing, right, Blue Horse? You start taking some profits. And then Elon does something. And Doge goes parabolic after you've sold like half your Doge. You're just like, damn, missed it. That could happen. But that's why I am not selling all of my Doge. Maybe I'm only going to sell half. And the other half, I'm going to let it ride. We'll see what's going on. Bought the dip for the last 2 weeks, all out of extra funding. And of course, it keeps dipping. I know, we were just talking about that. When you bought the dip, and then it keeps dipping. Yep. Not worried. Remember when we were at 4.5 cents? 2 years ago. That was summer of 2022. Doge hit 4.9. That was the low. Before that, Doge had not been 4.5 cents since March of 2021. Because I remember Doge at that price. Moving real slow. Should have been expected. Yep. And you bought that dip, that 4.9 cent Doge 2 years ago. I bought the 5.8 cent Doge last September or October. That's when I did a lot of my buying. I wasn't stacking up in Doge in the summer of 2022. So Mike says, I'm not sure I even want to put my profits into fiat at the moment. With the current worldwide financial situation, failing banks and economies, might just move it all to BTC. Yeah, we don't know. Now that we've got the ETFs, more talk of Bitcoin as store of value, but markets are markets, and Bitcoin is still a cryptocurrency, and it's still more of a risky asset. Like I said, I'm going to be putting mine into real estate. I haven't really had an opportunity to put potentially this much money into real estate. And so that's what I'm looking at. And then we'll see what happens from there. But I'll keep some in Bitcoin and some in Doge and sell everything else, most likely. I mean, that's my plan right now. Bitcoin could go down. When we saw last cycle, Bitcoin went from 69K all the way down to 15K. Ouch. That's not as bad as Doge going from 73 cents all the way down to, what, 5 cents? But still not great. Down to like 25% of its value. Do you really want to lose 75%? Not saying that's going to happen in 2026, but again, in the 4-year cycles, cryptocurrency will have a pullback in 2026. Bitcoin would be less volatile than something like Doge, we think. But if Doge actually is being used more in 2025 than it is now, opened up on a platform like X Twitter, Dogecoin might do okay. We don't know. My plan right now, though, is to take like 80-90% out of the crypto market and not even think about buying back in until 2027, right? Again, just following the 4-year cycle again. Is this a good dip to buy right now? I mean, look at the chart. My chart, that looks like a good buying opportunity. Will it go lower? That's what we've been talking about. Maybe. Some people were buying at 12 cents and now it's at 11.7. So a little down on that. My orange line here is 11.5. That is my support line here, is 11.5. Of which Doge touched it twice again. It touched it on the 18th of June and then touched it again on the 24th of June. And when that happened on the 24th of June, if you remember, I called that the bottom. That was my call of the bottom of this cycle. But we might retest it here. I was starting to mark higher lows, but then last night it was like, nope, no more higher low. And then this is my line from my price prediction video for July. of which I was predicting a dip, except I wasn't predicting it until the end of this weekend or early next week, was that. And it's happening now instead. But yeah, I predicted this. So you guys who follow me and listen to me all the time, you shouldn't be surprised by this. Shouldn't be surprised. And these degens on the leverage, it's like, oh my God. 2 shorts got taken out on Bitcoin. All right, what else do we got? What's going on with SHIB? What's going on with Bonk? Because we looked at the bubbles and we're like, well, Doge is down 6%, but Pepe is down 9, Jasmy down 9, Bonk down 13, WIF is down 16. It's like, ouch. But yeah, Bonk down 13, that's rough. But it could be time to open new long trades on Bonk. And that there is a recent launch of a game called Bonk Run as a potential bullish catalyst for Bonk. And that was here. Bonk Run's unique features and community engagement, key factors driving a price surge. However, investors are advised to monitor market conditions, potential volatility closely. But even with this, we can see a dip in the Bonk price. But overall, Bonk is still forming a nice rising wedge of higher lows. So this dip isn't too bad. Shiba Inu dominates $120 million crypto portfolio built by a new Ethereum whale. Somebody is buying a lot of crypto right now. Somebody just bought 583 billion SHIB tokens. This, to me, is a bullish signal. I've been talking about SHIB eventually going on a big run. And I see something like this, and I'm like, oh. Something to think about. An anonymous influential investor in the ETH network has caught crypto community's attention, amassing a $120 million crypto asset portfolio. What else did they buy? They also bought Render, Phantom, Chainlink, Graph, and Pepe. I own a little bit of all of those except Phantom. I don't own Phantom, but I do have some Render. I've got Link, I've got Graph, and now I am a Pepe owner as well. So I'm like, let's go. So somebody knows something. He's got a $120 million portfolio. 583 billion SHIB tokens. Wow. Well, he also owns some Doge. He's got $6.9 million worth of Doge. Nice. So somebody big is buying massive amounts of SHIB and other cryptos. That sounds bullish to me. I know the ETH-based stuff, Mikey, is that's mostly on the backs of like this ETH ETF and what that could do. So the ETH ETF will most likely get started sometime around the middle of July, 15th or 16th of July is what I've been predicting, middle of July. And so I bought some Pepe and already have a bag of SHIB. And then I already have like Optimism and Arbitrum layer 2s on ETH. I think that whole thing is going to go wild. Now, will it start right away, the middle of July? I don't know. But that can certainly help the overall crypto market, especially if you've got a lot of independent investors now buying a lot of crypto. That's pretty big. Oh, my friend, Just Jonesing, how are you? Yeah, we talked about Doge possibly going to 10 cents. I don't see it right now. The charts are not looking that way. But you never know. You never know. But just the way the whole thing is looking right now, we're not seeing a dip. I'm not seeing a dip to 10 cents. Could we see a flash down to like 10.99 or something? Maybe. Right. But it doesn't just keep going down. It goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up. Eventually, it's going to turn around. It's going to go back up. So that's what I'm looking at. Bitcoin support? Good question. So we looked earlier at that point right there at 56,700. That is where Bitcoin dropped on the 1st of May. So that support line is right there at 56,700. If Bitcoin drops below that, then the next line we would be looking at would be at 52,400. So those are the lines right there. 56.7. We can draw a box there. Where's my box? Haven't drawn any boxes in a while. Here we go. So that would be this 56.7 to 52.5. So if Bitcoin came down to 56.7, which was that low right there, then we could see it drop down to 52.5. That's it. Well, thank you, Jonesing. You're not a perma bear. Glad to hear it. Not a perma bear. All right, with that, look, I hope everyone has a great 4th of July. If you're here in the United States, if you're overseas, United States is on holiday tomorrow. But I'll probably still do a video update what's going on. I'll be live again on Friday. Yes, Friday, sometime between 4 and 5 o'clock. I'll be on again. So hope you can join in there. The meantime, for those that are here, there is a new special going on at Ledger. Save 20% on new Ledger Nano Color wallets. So link in the description below if you want to check out the new Ledger deal, 20% off. And you get fancy little colors, not my black and silver that I have. If you want to check that out, that's going on. We'll have some other deals going on next week, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, woo color, I know. So hope you can join in on Friday. Yeah, we'll see if Doge can hold support and where we'll go from here. Until then, see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.